Hey, y'all know I'm the fly highs, coolest, smoothest, y'all niggas doing this shit, y'all. Yeah.
Basically, this is going to be an inventory haul / advice on business essentials that I feel like every product-based business needs when they're first starting out to be successful, to make them sales, because you know, at the end of the day, that's what we in this business for. As entrepreneurs, we're trying to get to that bag, we're trying to get to that money. So I'm gonna tell you all the things that I felt were essential for me to make those sales, to grow my brands, and just to start off and expand professional, right, and you know what I'm saying, get to the bag. Get to the financial freedom. Anyways, I'm gonna quit playing. Start by opening up some new inventory with you guys. Basically, I invested in new inventory. Just said that. I'm just gonna get the scissors and start opening packages, and we just gonna get it from there, okay? But it's a pretty big box, as y'all can see. I don't know what it is, but I'm excited to open it. And this isn't even all my stuff, y'all. I still have some more stuff coming. This is just what has come so far. So baby, I'm hyped. Box. Oh, child. But I got a brand new shipping scale. I have a shipping scale. This one right here, it's a little dirty. It's been in storage, whatever, because I don't use it because it doesn't work. Okay, so it's inaccurate. Like, I put stuff on there and it doesn't tell me the correct weight. About another one. I'm probably gonna, I don't know, give this to someone who can fix it or sell it or something. I don't know. But in general, if you go to ship off any product from any shipping company, UPS, USPS, FedEx, HL, whatever, they're going to weigh your product when they ship it. You have to know the weight of your product when you ship it. It's just kind of how it works. So when you're trying to calculate your shipping prices, shipping scale, correct dimensions and stuff, you're gonna need this. Especially if you are shipping products from home, you're gonna need to know how much your products weigh, and you're gonna figure that out once you get into your own website, whether you're using Wix, whether you're using Shopify, whether you're using Squarespace, whatever you're gonna be using to build your website on, you're gonna need to know the weight of your total package when you are trying to ship it. So invest in a shipping scale. This one is from Amazon. But yeah, like I said, the first one I got from Amazon too, and it didn't work, so. But yeah, this is my new one. Should I open it up completely? I think the picture kind of shows it. I'll see that. Scale down. Nothing special either. It doesn't matter what your scale looks like. You just need a scale and you need it to work, okay? And one way to test to see if your scale works, just by the way, a tip that I learned, put $1 on it. $1 is a gram. So if you set your scale up to grams and you put $1 on it and your $1's a gram, your scale works. Tip. Next thing that I think is an essential is you're going to need some type of technology, a laptop or a phone, some type of technology to run your business from, to answer your emails, to talk to your customers, to find customers, to grow your sales, to grow traffic in general to whatever website or platform you may be selling from, to edit your product photos, to take your product photos in the beginning, to have a website, to accept your payments of cash, you know, if it's something via Venmo, via Cash App, via whatever, you're gonna need technology. That part is obvious, whether it's a phone, whether it's your laptop, you're going to need some form of technology. With a lot of places you can get help if you're not skilled at that type of product editing, if you're not skilled at communicating with people, if you're not skilled with customer service, whatever, maybe you can go to platforms like Fiverr and people can help you out, but you're still gonna need some type of technology to communicate with them in the first place. So technology is an essential. Next thing that I'm going to talk about is a label printer. The one that I got is from Dymo. Print my shipping labels. So if you're shipping from home, which is a lot cheaper than trying to ship from the post office, you're going to need your own at-home label printer. They're super affordable. Well, I'm not gonna say super affordable, but they are a worthy investment, okay? So they're not super affordable because for some people they're very expensive. I'm gonna link the product down below or put the price somewhere, but it's definitely a worthy investment for your business. You're definitely going to want shipping labels so that your product goes to the right place. Next thing is confetti. I feel like this is just self-explanatory packaging. When you get your shipping boxes, when you get your poly mailers, you're going to need something to stuff it with. You can use things like bubble wrap, or you can use things like confetti, or you can use things like stuffing peanuts. It depends on what product you're selling. It depends on how fragile it is. It's going to keep your product safe, because one thing you don't want is for customers to receive the package and for it to be broken, damaged, dirty, any of those things. So you want to keep it as safe as possible during transit from wherever your business is to your customer. How you do that? Investing in things that make your packaging not only cute, but safe, so that it gets to your customer in one piece. Baby, you ain't gotta worry about no returns. You ain't gotta worry about no exchanges. You ain't gotta worry about no 1-2-star ratings. And people being like, girl, my package broke on the way. I didn't even get to see what it looked like. You don't want none of that. So, invest in packaging. More packaging stuff. Tissue paper. Random colors. I also have blues. I have all kinds of tissue paper. But if you're shipping things in boxes in particular, for bubble mailers, you might not need tissue paper. But if you're shipping small things or just fragile things in general in boxes and stuff, this is one thing that you can wrap it in. Any kind of shipping paper, tissue paper, whatever would make your packaging cute, memorable. People really look at that stuff. Some people really keep their packaging, and if your brand stands out, it's going to be a place where people are asking questions, where people are wanting to shop, where people are like, oh, I feel special when I shop there. I feel like I get my money's worth. My package comes quick. Girl, I want to shop again. I'm gonna spend my whole check. That's what you want. That's what you want. Whatever you selling. I don't care if you selling airplane wings. You want them to keep shopping your airplane wings because you like, you know what? I'm gonna create my generational wealth one way or another, whether it be aviation or not. You feel me? I'm gonna keep y'all in the flight. Okay, so these are thank you bags. I got these just in case anyone wants to buy anything in person. If people do want to buy your products in person, if you're selling them in person, there are a couple things that you should consider buying in order to be able to effectively sell your products. One is you got to think about how you're going to give your products to your customer. Are you going to put it in a box? Are you going to put it in a bag? I say thank you. Black bags. Black happens to be a color of ours. You can get paper bags from places like Uline, Paper Mart, so many different places where you can get wholesale prices for shipping products. Want to save you so much money in the long run. So we all know a lot of us shop on Amazon usually for a lot of products that are really simple, that it doesn't matter where we get it from, like bubble mailers, bubble wrap, stuff like that. You can shop at your local grocery store, you can shop at Amazon, blah blah blah. If you're ordering stuff in large quantities, it's cheaper to shop them wholesale. So if you're ever looking for stuff for your business, try to put it in wholesale before whatever the product is. So if you are going to sell laptops, look up wholesale quality laptops and then shop that, and that's how you're going to get the low prices so that you can sell it to your customers for a higher price and make a higher amount of profit. I feel like that's kind of obvious if you're going to become an entrepreneur. Everyone knows that. But just in case you don't, when it comes to packaging especially, you can get packaging for cents. You can get bubble mailers for cents. Whereas if you go buy them at a grocery store or a drugstore or Amazon, you're going to be paying maybe, let's say, like $2, $3, $4 for a bubble mailer, for a box, maybe even 10, 12, 11, 20. Whereas if you shop them wholesale, you can literally get it for 13 cents. There's no joke. I'm not joking. Like, look up wholesale before your packages. There are a couple places that are immediately gonna pop up, like Alibaba, AliExpress. We've heard of those. There are a lot more. Okay, so you just have to do your research, find places that are reliable and good quality, and get your wholesale packaging. That's another tip. Okay, confetti, self-explanatory. Packaging, branding, safety. On to the next thing. Okay, on to the next. Okay, even more confetti. It's time pink. We have a lot of colors of a lot of different stuff depending on what you order from our brand. I don't know how y'all are at business. You probably have already picked out your brand colors when you're trying to order stuff, but if you haven't already, it really helps if your brand colors are picked out. If stuff is coordinated, it makes your brand more memorable. It makes it have more of an authentic stamp, and it's just better overall if a customer can pick out your brand based on the packaging alone without even having to read what your name is. That's real GOAT status, okay? Ooh, this is a good one. So this came with the invoice. Not that we need that. This is tissue paper. I told y'all how important tissue paper is. You're gonna need packaging. Nice packaging stands out. It makes you look better. It makes your brand look better. It makes your product look better. Invest in packaging. Now, in the very beginning of your business, if you have a low budget, it's not the most important thing, but once you grow, you might want to start investing. This isn't an essential for anyone's business unless you need a mixer, but something that I invested in is a brand new mixer. I didn't want to use the same one that I use for food, but basically I want to start getting into skincare products, and I wanted the skincare products to have their own sterile mixer. So yeah, even though I sanitize things really well with alcohol, with bleach, with soap, just all kinds of different methods, I wanted something to be brand new for my skincare business. So this is what I'll be using to whip up whatever products that I get into, which y'all will see launching soon. So that's what I got. And I got this off Amazon. Please check the description box. What else we got was inspirational stickers. This is completely optional. The reason I decided to invest in some stickers, this is specifically for a candle brand that I have, but inspirational stickers in general, motivational stickers, that may be something you can have that will help bring your customer back to your business, simply because it's positive. You know what I'm saying? You open something, it's like, wow, this free gift. What does it say? Do what you love. It says you are loved. It says have faith. It says be brave. Their package, you know what I'm saying? They happy. So that's what the sticker's for. They're meant to make you happy. You open it. So cute, so kind. Love that. I'm gonna shop again. I'm gonna check on the website again. Blah, blah, blah. Stickers. The way I explain stuff is very, and I hope you realize there's heart to it, but also this is the business video, so we're gonna get technical why I bought everything, baby, because you can't just be buying stuff for your business and making investments and not having a plan as to how this is going to make me make the same money back. You know what I'm saying? So when you're investing money in your business, it needs to be something that you feel is going to help you in the long run, whether that's getting more traffic, whether that's retaining the customers you've already had, whatever the case may be, whatever barriers you're trying to break, whatever. That's what we're getting into, okay? So I already got into my shipping scale, so I'm bringing little old rusty dusty on over here. If y'all want a shipping scale, let me know. Comment down below, okay? Next, where you can get Mica. I hope I'm saying that right. Mica. So you get that powder, and honestly, y'all, it's good quality, and I like the price. A bunch of different colors. That's a blue. I got purple. I don't know if I'm just gonna show y'all like this, but it looks like I am. I got black. I got orange. I have a bunch of different colors in here, and it looks like they even got me some candy. Very, very cute packaging themselves. Came with the invoice. Very nice. And like I said, I got that because I am making products that are gonna come colored. Skincare products, candles, I'm getting into all that. So this is gonna be a very, very useful thing for me. And if you're gonna use anything involving makeup powders, I will link this site down below because I like them. So yeah, and I'm gonna show you guys also how these powders probably work in action, because I am planning on making some more behind the scenes videos of how I make the products that I'm talking about incorporating into my business. So y'all stay tuned for that, but I will be linking this place down below. Like I said, if you're looking for affordable makeup products, I'm not gonna say quality yet because I'm gonna show you guys the quality so you can decide for yourself. But yeah, that's the next thing. Okay, next thing. Now this isn't important, not an essential once again. These are just little cloths for the jewelry. If you're selling jewelry, if you're selling shades, that's just what these are. They're little individual microfiber towels and cloths that you could use to wipe off your lenses. I think little stuff like this is cute. You always have to think outside of the box when it comes to your business. What is gonna make it stand out? What is gonna make it special? Because that is what's gonna make your customers remember you. That's what's gonna make your customers wanna shop with you, besides you having a good quality product for a good price to them. You know what I'm saying? So these are just the little microfiber things that I have. They're just cloths. I always like to think that extra step that would make somebody come back. If I'm selling lashes, maybe I'm gonna include a free spoolie. You know what I'm saying? If I'm selling socks or shoes, maybe I'll include some free laces or something. I really don't know. I don't know. I just feel like things like that, even if they're really cheap for you, I feel like they make a difference for the customer. And I know myself, I love free stuff. And I know y'all do too. Everyone does. So it's just that extra thing that makes you a little bit more memorable. And also, it's useful. You know what I'm saying? It's that same kind of thing when you get a house with your realtor and your realtor comes and they give you like a bottle of champagne, some flowers or something to you know, celebrate. Hey, you just got a house, whatever it may be. Like they might give you a flat screen TV, baby, and be like, congratulations on your house. And now you remember this realtor forever. This is a special experience for you. It makes you, you know what I'm saying? Like next time you buy a house, you're gonna be like, well, damn, I'm gonna go back to the same realtor. I felt so special. I got the house of my dreams, exactly what I wanted and paid for, blah, 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 blah. So it's always important to me to think about that type of thing so that you have customers coming back to you, so that you're, you know, people are hearing about you in a good way and trying to see like what the hype is about. That's good. You want people to see what the hype is about with your business. You want them to spend their dollars on you, okay? Spend them coins, pay your bills. So you could be out in the Maldives. So you could be out at Cancun, baby. So you could be out in Antarctica, wherever you want to go. I don't care. That's the goal. Whatever you want to be financially free for, whether it be your family, whether it be you, whether it be whatever your reason, baby. That's why I make these videos. That's why I do my ting. Okay, anyways. Gloves. What was really important for me when I was looking for gloves, and I think this is important if you're doing anything that has to be extremely sanitary, or a lot of times if you're working with physical products, people don't want the germs, okay? So sanitize your area. Obviously with that, you can use bleach, you can use alcohol, disinfecting things to make sure your area is clean. Yeah, moving on. This is my packaging. I already told y'all, another thing y'all gonna need is boxes. These are the boxes that I'm using. This is just a sample box. That's why it's like, I'm not wearing gloves right now. Just a, you know, little play box. But one thing about it is packaging and stuff, it can show your fingerprints. That's tacky, that's nasty, you know what I'm saying? Nobody wants your fingerprints all on their stuff. So that's why you can get some gloves just to make sure everything's super professional. And something that I loved about these that was really important is that they are latex free. Some people will be allergic to, people are allergic to latex. So I always try to get latex-free gloves just in case anyone's allergic to latex. You don't want anyone to have any reactions when it comes to your products. So always make sure you're thinking about things like that. Not only getting your products clean and disinfecting them, but hey, if this has an allergy, make sure you include it in the description, and make sure even when you're thinking about behind-the-scenes products, you're thinking about things that could give people adverse effects to your products, because you don't want anyone to have a negative experience with your brand. You don't want any lawsuits, baby. You don't want to get no legal trouble. And in general, you want to do shit right, to put it quick. So gloves is the next thing. Next, this is something I'm super excited about. Something that you're gonna need, this is an essential, is either labels for stuff or a label maker for stuff, and storage in general. Now, I'm not gonna show y'all an example of storage because there are so many different examples of storage depending on what your product is, depending on what your business needs. You know that best because you should be doing your research on how you want to store it. I don't know if you have big items or small items. I don't know if you need little acrylic organizers or if you need shelves, baby, if you need a warehouse. You know that, and you know what's best for you. You know if you're starting small, you know if you're starting big, and you know that your storage depends completely on your products or inventory. So you need storage. You need to keep everything organized. That's obvious. Aside from that, you're gonna need labels for your storage so that you know what everything is. Like, obviously you see it, but when you start to have people help you, when you start to have people work for you, when you start to have employees, when you start to have anyone touch your business outside of you, or even when you're trying to get to stuff quick, baby, because time is money. Because time is money. When you're trying to get to stuff quick, you want to have it labeled. You want to have it organized, okay? So you can either buy your own label maker or you can order labels. There are a lot of different places you can order labels from. Avery is one of my favorite places to order labels from. So I make my own labels, and I usually use apps like Pixart, or I'm just gonna say Pixart. I'm not gonna say all my apps because I will be going on for days. Canva, which is super popular. Make your own labels, do your own thing, you know what I'm saying? Or you can hire somebody else to do it if you don't have that touch, you don't have that finesse. A lot of people, you can find them on places like Fiverr, or you can simply find them on your favorite social media platforms, post about it, ask people for graphic design, for labels, etc., and see if they do it. But if you want to DIY and do it yourself, places like Pixar, places like Canva. Pixar is a great phone app, Canva is a great laptop app, two great options. I have a bunch of options that I use for photo editors. I literally use like sometimes 3-4 different editors for one thing, one picture, one label. So I can go on for days, but these are some labels I made. Ooh, little sneak peek, baby. Ooh, little sneak. Okay, anyways, these are some labels that I made for a candle brand. Me and my mom are gonna be launching some candles, which I'm super excited about. I'm just gonna go ahead and show y'all. I made these little labels. They don't look that good on camera, but they look amazing in person, I must say. I wonder why they don't look that good on camera. They don't look pigmented or something. They look like, oh baby, was that my dress? Well, I'm gonna have to cut that part out. Premium scented hand poured toy candles made in the USA, Tiffany Serene scents. I bought these labels from Avery and I made them myself. Candles are something I'm selling, so labels are something I got for my candles. But like I said, you're gonna need labels for any and everything, baby. Whether it's lashes, whether it's nails, whether it's video game consoles, you're gonna need to label stuff. So check out Avery. You can either make your own labels and print them from Avery. There are a lot of different options. Whew, baby, I'm getting out of breath. Now to open up some envelopes. Woo! Okay, my stuff. Okay, so this is my cocoa butter. I have a skincare line coming. I'm so excited. This is my cocoa butter. Oh my gosh. Yay. I sound like that zombie off Call of Duty. The yay. The one that makes sense. And then this is my shea butter. I'll show it from this side. This is my shea butter. Skincare line. That was pretty obviously not an essential, just something I'm gonna need for my particular business. Just inventory, which I'm really excited for. It looks perfect. Like candle jars, and if you want some solid black jars like us, I'm probably gonna have them linked in the description box, so check that out. Fragrance, really excited about that one. And I will explain why all of those are important probably in a separate clip, because like I said, I'm running low on storage on my camera. I have to transfer this footage, but all of these pretty self-explanatory. This really good for keeping notes in. This you're going to need for shipping. You're going to need to know the dimensions of your product. Bubble mailers you're also going to need for shipping, as well as boxes. And then thank you cards and business cards you're also going to need for branding and shipping, so that people know how to contact you, so that people know how to buy more of your products, so people know where to go with questions. The last thing I'm going to mention is this light box and these mesh bags. But I know the last clips are kind of messy because I'm rushing, but basically I was trying to say that you're gonna need a notebook to take notes, just in case your phone crashes, just in case your laptop crashes, just in case whatever. Keep your notes on deck, baby, so you know exactly everything, okay? With the ruler, like I said, you're gonna need to know the dimensions of your products when you ship them. That's why you need a ruler. You have to have one, okay? It's essential for your business. Business cards, thank you cards, that's just kind of optional, but it's gonna tell people how to contact you. It's definitely gonna increase your branding, and in general, it's a nice professional look to have some business cards, to have a way that people can come back and say, oh, this is their brand. Social media, website, email, all that stuff is important. So that when you know, somebody's like, oh, I like this, I like that, business card, baby, bam, money in your pocket, in your bank account, because now people know how to give you their money, you feel me, for whatever it is that you're buying or that you're selling. Light box, like I said, you want to take good lit photos. So whether you have to buy a ring light, here's a little ring light, for example, you can't even see. You can buy ring lights, you can buy lamps, you can buy light boxes, anything that will help you take better product photos, you could do it. Or you can outsource your product photos by going to somewhere like Fiverr, sending them your product, sending them a sample of your product. They take your pictures for you, they send it to you, you pay a price, you upload it to your website, boom, sales. You don't have to put in no work. So there are so many different options for product photos, so many different backdrops and sets you can get, so many different props that you can get to make your products really stand out. So yeah, there's a whole lot of stuff that we can go into when it comes to that, but just pick what you see that your competitors are using that you think would help you also increase your sales, help you also make a stand with your branding and stuff like that. There's so much stuff from this haul. Natural soy wax for the candle, another little pot for the candle, the stickers for the bottom of this. Just another ingredient of my shea butter whips, thermometer and wick holders for the candles again. Steel bowl, and these come with lids so that everything is super sanitary. You can close everything as soon as you're done. I just thought that would be best. And I have some vitamin E oil and jojoba oil, piping bag, plastic containers, and I got them in a couple of different sizes so that I can offer my customers different sizes. One reason why you may not be getting sales is maybe your customers don't have enough variety. So if you have one version of something that's $20 and it's a big version, maybe if you have little versions, people would be more inclined to shop with you, because maybe people don't want that much to start off with. Maybe they just want to try your product, just want to sample it before they really go in. And you'd be surprised, sometimes the samples that you may have of whatever product you have will sell better and faster than the actual full-size versions, especially for new customers, just because people usually want to try it. So especially if you have like a variety sample pack where it's like they get to try a whole bunch of different things, people just usually like that. And I know I like it also as a consumer, especially if all of your products look kind of interesting and like something I want, but I'm not sure what to choose. It helps me buy, because now I'm like, oh, well, I could try it all at once. Candle wick stickers. One thing about me, I don't know, I like switching it up, and I like providing people with top quality products that I love and approve of myself, that have helped me elevate my lifestyle, whether that's clearing my skin, whether that's just making me happier, healthier, smell better, look better, whatever. That is what my brand is all about. That should be everything that you need besides basic office supplies. Like, you're gonna need a printer to print your invoices. You can go anywhere for printing though. You don't necessarily have to have all these things right up front if you don't want to. All these things just make it easier for you to be efficient, for you to get things on the low, and for you to get them out for the low, so that you can be making money, because that's what entrepreneurship is about. If you're not making money, baby, it's a hobby. It's not no business, it's a hobby. You got your little hobby. You feel me? So I hope you guys found this video helpful. I hope you got little ideas about what you might want to stock up for when you start your business, or restock now that you have a business, or get into. I'm trying to get me big business. You feel me? Big business, big sales, big profits, big moves, big impact on the world in a positive way. Okay. And if y'all are too, then you know that's what this whole little series is gonna be about. This entrepreneurial series, you feel me? For now, that is kind of an introductory to the beginning business essentials that you would need to start a successful product-based business right from your home, right from your crib, for the low, so that you can make your profit and get the financial freedom, honey, that financial independence, honey, so that you can start your little side hustle and start you another way to, you know, make another source of income. So if y'all looking for that, if y'all looking to start your own business, then I hope that I was able to help you in some way. I hope that I was able to give you ideas or advice that will help you to grow or expand your business, or even start your business if you're very new to it and you're, you know, nervous, you're just kind of looking at trying to get your stuff right before you order everything. I hope this was helpful for you. And if you have any questions or concerns about anything, let me know. Everything will be down in the description box. And if not, please feel free to email me or contact me with whatever. I wish y'all luck. I wish y'all sales. I wish y'all growth, prosperity, all that. So peace out. Thank you for watching my video. Thank you for coming to my channel. Please like, comment, and subscribe if you like this video, if you found it helpful, or comment below on how I could improve. If not, thank y'all so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, Breeze fam.